Hi guys, today's Leetcode daily problem is find numbers with even number of digits. This question has also been asked in Amazon. So we are given an integer array nums and now we have to return how many elements in this array contain even number of digits. So we'll see examples so that we can better understand this question. Like this is the nums array which is given. So here if we see 12 has two digits in it, so which are 2 is even. 345 has 3 digits which is odd. Now this 2 has 1 digit which is like odd. 6 has 1 digit which is odd, and 7896 has 4 digits which is even. So 12 and 7986 has even digits, so we'll return 2 as our answer. Now we'll see approach how we can do this. So we'll simply do what is asked in the question. They are telling that traverse in the nums array, then for every element count the number of digits present in it. If it has even number of digits, then this will be part of our answer. So we'll just return the total number of elements having even digits. Now we'll see approach so that we can better understand the code. So we have taken contains even number of digits function which will return true if the number contains even number of digits and false if the number contains odd number of digits. So initially we have taken count equal to 0. Now we are going into while loop until that this num does not become 0. So since num is not equal to 0, that means it has some digits. So we'll just do count plus plus. Then we'll remove the rightmost digit from num by doing num divided by equal to 10. After this while loop is completed, then count will contain the number of digits present in num. Now we are doing count and 1. If count and 1 is equal to 0, that means the number of digits present are even, so we'll return true, else false. This count and 1 we can understand in such a way that if if there is any even number, then its first bit will always be 0, and if we do 0 and 1, then we'll always get 0 as our answer. So same thing, if count is even, then its first bit will be 0. Then if we'll do count and 1, then it will, when if we get equal to 0, so count will contain even number, so the number of digits should be even. That's why we are returning true, as it will return false. Now we'll see implementation of find numbers function. Initially we have taken our answer equal to 0. Now we simply traversing in nums array. For each element we are seeing if the count of number of digits is even, then we are just incrementing our answer. At last our answer will contain the count of elements in the array having even number of digits, so we'll return answer. If we talk about time complexity, so in this while loop will run number of digits num has, and every time we are dividing by 10, so this will run log of like log 10 of num times. And in this loop, like we are traversing in nums array, so this will go like if nums have n element, then this will go for big O of n. So overall time complexity is big O of n into log of num. And here we are not using any extra space, any extra data structure, array or vector. So space complexity is constant, that is big O of 1. Now we'll see second approach by using logarithm. So if we see log 10 of 10 is equal to 1, log 10 of 50 is equal to 1.698 something, and log 10 of 100 is equal to 2. So from this we can observe that number of digits will be equal to floor of log 10 of num plus 1. Like here if we take floor of 1, which will be equal to 1, then we'll do plus 1, then it will be 2. So number of digits are also 2. Here if we take floor of 1.698, it will be equal to 1, and if we'll add 1 more, then it will become 2 and digits are also 2. Floor of 2 is 2, and if we'll add 1 more, then it will become 3 and digits are also 3. Now we'll see code to understand that approach in a better way. So we have initialized our answer equal to 0 and count of digits equal to 0. Now we are simply traversing in nums vector, and for every element we are finding its count of digits using the formula which we have seen before, floor of log 10 of that element plus 1. Now if count of digit is even, then we'll just increment our answer by 1. After this loop is done, answer will contain the number of elements having even digits, so we'll return our answer. If we talk about time complexity, then in this loop we are traversing in through nums vector. So here will involve time complexity of big O of n, and logarithmic function also will like has worst case time complexity of log n. So overall time complexity will be n of log of m. And if we talk about space complexity, we are not using any extra space like any extra data structure, array or vector. So our space complexity is constant, that is big O of 1. Till now, all the solutions we have seen was time complexity of n into log m. So can we do something better? Can we try to like solve this in time complexity of just big O of n? So we'll see how we can do that. So in constraints, it is given that our nums of I lies between 1 to 10 to the power 5. So if we see in this range, like if we see the elements in the range 10 to 99, they all will contain two digits which will be even. If we see this range, there is 1000 to 9999, in this range all elements will contain four digits which is also even, and 10 to the power 5 which will contain six digits which is also even. Only if elements belong in these range or it is equal to 10 to the power 5, then only it will have even number of digits, and all other elements will have odd number of digits. So we'll simply check in our nums array how many elements fall in this range. That many elements will have even number of digits, that will be our answer. Now we'll see code to understand our approach in a better way. So initially we have initialized answer with 0, and we are just traversing in nums vector and seeing whether the element belongs to the range which we have discussed earlier or not. If it belongs in that range, that means it will contain even number of digits. So we'll increment our answer by 1. After this loop is done, our answer will contain the number of elements in nums array which are having even number of digits. So we'll return our answer. If we talk about time complexity, then there is like only one loop involved in which we are traversing from 0 to n minus 1 index. So overall time complexity is big O of n. If we talk about space complexity, we are not using any extra data structure, array or vector. So our space complexity is constant, that is big O of 1. If you have understood this question, then please like, comment and share this video, and subscribe my channel for more such videos. Thank you.